Hey y'all, just a quick heads up before we get into this video. Very similar to last night's video. Tonight's video is probably going to be a bit shorter. It's going to be a bit more chill. Still not exactly feeling myself, and I don't really know how long it's going to be until I am feeling myself again. Wow, that actually sounds really disgusting saying it out loud. If you'd like to know more about what's going on, I posted a video the other night called We Need to Talk. You can just go there and check all that out. But right now I just kind of need to conserve my energy and focus on getting better. But the grind never stops. I have still been grinding. Abyss Camo over here in Warzone. I did not. Okay, so here's the thing. I made a lot of progress yesterday, but I didn't make the progress that I wanted to make yesterday. So the progress that I wanted to make was to unlock Gold Tiger and King's Ransom on at least, like, you know, one of the LMGs, right? Like, knock out the LMGs. But instead, you know, I started playing Plunder. I started grinding just like one LMG at a time, and I wasn't having it. So I went back to Resurgence just so I could at least play the game, you know, at least somewhat normally and still have a fun time. Because don't get me wrong, playing Plunder is fun. I enjoy the mode. But when you're only going for kills and you're just nonstop running around the map, trying to find UAVs, trying to find people, you know, if you get into a lucky lobby where there's a lot of action happening at Old Town, it's awesome. But if you get into a lobby where there's nothing happening and you get like 5 kills in 30 minutes, it sucks. So I'm just at this point where I just kind of want to play the game normally and just keep grinding out Resurgence, because I've said it before, I enjoy normal Battle Royale, but the stakes are so high that it genuinely just gives me so much anxiety playing the mode. Again, it's fun, but when it comes to one that I can just knock out, like, you know, game after game after game after game without getting completely discouraged, that Resurgence is definitely that mode. So while I haven't been making progress on the individual weapons that I wanted to, I've been picking up a lot of ground loot, switching on my loadouts and such, so there's a lot of weapons now, where a couple days ago I only had like 50 limbs on a lot of the weapons of the game. Now most weapons are actually sitting more in like the 60-ish range across the ARs and SMGs and even some of the sniper rifles. Haven't done much with the marksman rifles, but even some of the shotguns, for example, I made a lot of progress there. So I'm thinking this is how I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna stick to Resurgence, just stick to playing the game normally, you know, just keep having fun. And then when it comes to some of those more pesky challenges, or when I get down to just the last few weapons, that's when I'll go into Plunder and just do what I gotta do. I've even started working on the pistols, like the GS45 and the Schreider I made a lot of progress with. It would be really nice if the kills in the pregame lobby counted. I understand why they don't count, but could you imagine if you could just drop in and get like 20 kills in a minute really fast and just back out and do it all over again? That would be awesome. Alright, it's time to deploy into the war zone. I'll never get over this intro music, dude. This intro too, just it's so good, man. It's so good. Where are we dropping, boys? Well, I can't really say boys because I'm all alone. Whoa, my game is breaking. Look at my shadow on the floor, dude. That was... Whoa. I didn't realize I was playing Roblox. Yeah, I really gotta get this game transferred back over to my SSD. I was doing some cleaning and mismatching on my PC and moving some stuff around, but, you know, I've just been too lazy to sit there and wait for those 100 gigabytes to move from my hard drive back to my SSD. Oh boy, somebody dropped in this building with me. I surely hope they don't, like, shoot me in the face and I die or something. Oh boy, he's in this corner. And he's dead. Alright, now we got an orange 9mm PM. Wait, did somebody just drop in with me? Please do not tell me it was the same guy I just killed. I don't know where the dude went, but I'm going to put a spring mine right in front of this door. One somewhat pesky thing about this skin in Warzone is that normally in zombies or multiplayer, if you get a ton of kills, this skin will just stay lit up, it looks super dope. But in Warzone, after you get a kill, it'll like stay like that for a minute, but then after like 30 seconds, it just sort of goes away and it just goes back to being normal. Now granted, from like a visibility standpoint, that's probably for the better, so that I'm not sticking out like a sore thumb for the entire match, because then, you know, I'm a bit darker, I can blend into corners a bit better. But at the same time, I want my super dope skin to keep looking super dope, you know what I mean? Alright, I got the KSV. Somebody dropped in with me. It's the last mistake you're ever gonna make, bud. Oh, somebody else dropped it. Whoa, where? What in the world? Where did you even come from, brother? I've been playing so much Warzone lately that I don't even have the energy to sweat anymore, you know? I'm still playing Claw, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I got the index finger on the buttons, thumb on the analog, and then middle finger on the trigger. Oh, no. I don't want to die yet. Give me just a few more seconds. Let me loot up. Alright, there's my Resurgence. Kill me if you want. I don't care. Yeah, dropping reactor was a bad idea on my end. Why did I come here? Well, time to loot. Well, I just died and my camera ran out of storage, so that sucks. I really hope they have plans to bring back Vondel or Ashika Island. I really enjoyed those Resurgence maps, and, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm really loving Rebirth Island and Area 99 and all that, but if they could just have, like, one massive mode where instead of flip-flopping every 15 minutes, you could maybe have it so that, you know, you get, like, one of the maps every hour. So, like, maybe every 15 minutes have it still do that thing, but it's like, it goes to Ashika Island, and then Vondel, and then Rebirth Island, and then Area 99, just so you can get, like, all of them. I've also been playing a good bit of COD Mobile lately, and they have some really awesome Battle Royale maps over there. They have the original one that was made for COD Mobile, but then they also have Blackout on there at the moment. Dude, if they could do a throwback and bring back Blackout. Personally, if I had to choose a Call of Duty Battle Royale where we're... My goodness, man, the Minecraft low poly. Honestly, that didn't even look like Minecraft. That more looked like a PS1 game. Only my fellow old heads out there will remember this. But if you, like me, also had a massive crush on Lara Croft back in the day, you know, in the original PS1 Tomb Raider games, then... how do I say this without getting canceled? It seems like me and many other males of the era just had a strange fondness for triangles. Call it a fetish? I'm not sure. Do we have triangle fetishes? If that's how it is, then I have a triangle fetish and I'm proud. That being said, that is something that I should probably edit out of this video, but I'm not going to. So we're gonna move on like nothing ever happened and just keep playing the video game. I hear somebody running around somewhere, and I'm terrified to actually run into them. Ames 85, Marine SP, I can do something with this. Yes, you got the PU-21. I've been picking up LMGs literally anytime that I find them, because I am still trying to get them King's Ransom, like... even though I'm using whatever I can get really off of the ground loot, the LMGs are my main priority at the moment, just so I can finally get that camo. Ow. No, no, no. Oh my gosh, dude, why would you, like, you're so sweaty, bro. It's not that serious. Hopefully I don't die a miserable oh gosh, I see him. I'm I have 10 seconds left. Alright, my resurgence is active. I don't care if I die now. Bounty contract. I never actually complete these. I just wait for them to get poached. There it is. Bounty poached, and I have enough for my loadout drop. That is my favorite contract in the game, because I don't have to do jack diddly squad. Yeah, level 440. I won't lie. I should be a much higher level by now, but Warzone is terrible for XP this year, dude. Like, playing multiplayer or zombies, I mean, in either of those modes, I level up 2 to... bro, it's not that serious. Chill out. I easily level up 2 to 3 times as fast. Oh my gosh, here it is. Super Mega Sweat sliding in for the kill. Bro, nobody, like, are your 2 TikTok followers and your 1 Twitch follower proud of you? 76 slides kill cam. Like, bro, you're so cringe. Like, don't get me wrong. I say this every single year. I love modern Call of Duty. I really do. But as an OG, has been playing the series since Finest Hour, has kept up with the games year after year, hit Prestige Master, gotten all the camos in all the games, absolutely loves this franchise, always have, always will. More and more, the more crazy the movement gets, look, I can't believe I'm going to say this. I miss Modern Warfare 2 2022. I really do. I loved that game. You want to know why? It's the closest we've had in a while to feeling like classic Call of Duty. Now, granted, in terms of, like, the speed of the movement, no, classic Call of Duty was still a lot faster. Modern Warfare 2 and, like, Modern Warfare 19, they were pretty slow. I mean, sure, in MW19, you had the slide cancel mechanics that sped up the gameplay a bit, whereas in MW2, there really wasn't any of that. It was just very slow movement. So, yeah, you know, older COD was still a bit faster than that, but not by a great margin. I miss the movement of, like, MW3, 2011, Black Ops 2, 2012, and, you know, even something... I feel like a happy middle ground is Cold War. Cold War had the perfect movement, in my opinion. There was no tac sprinting because... I'm sorry, bro, but, like, my poor, not only the thumb sticks, but, like, my thumb itself, after a while, right? After, like, a 12-hour grinding session of COD, usually, like, you know, I've been playing the game on PS5 lately, so it's not as bad, but when I play the game on, like, Xbox specifically, oh my goodness, just because their clicks, or their sticks take a bit more to click down in terms of pure, like, thumb effort, it genuinely gives me a thumb ache after grinding for so long. Now, granted, you might be like, okay, why are you playing for that many hours? And I mean, that's fair, but at the same time, it's like, you know, it's my life, it's my choice. I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. On PS5, you know, it's pretty easy. I don't gotta worry about any of that, but over at Xbox, man, like, I can play for a while, no problem, but after a while, it's like, all right, man, I'm jamming in this Xbox stick. So between that and just, like, the feel of the movement and the fact that there was only slides, sure, you kind of had, like, the slide cancel and where it was, like, the jump slide cancel thing they kind of did. I liked that movement in Cold War. It was a nice bridge between old school movement, new school movement. It still felt refined. It still felt modern. It felt really good and clean, and just, you kind of felt like you were just like skating around the environment. You know what I mean? Like the movement still had weight. Like, you know, the screen was shaking. It felt really good, but it was kind of like, you know, that peaceful old school COD flow. I really miss that. And again, don't get me wrong. Loving the newer games. I also feel like MW3's movement was great as well. MW3 2023 and Vanguard are two games where I can point at it and say, for the most part, in most lobbies, it felt really good, really balanced in terms of the movement. And then you had those few instances where if you ran into a PC sweat, it was, or, you know, like whatever, not even just a PC sweat, just a sweat in general with their crazy sensitivities of movement. Then it got to be like, okay, buddy, like, sure, whatever, taking it so serious. But in Black Ops 6, it's weird. It's this weird relationship I have with the movement where I love and adore Omni movement. Being able to run in all directions, being able to slide, dive, do all this crazy stuff in all these directions. It's really great when you want to get competitive too. Like, say if you're holding down an objective. Like, I remember this one time on like Skyline, for example, there was like the hard point was like switching or something like that, and the enemy was coming through. You know, like how there's the balcony that everybody sits up on the snipers, not the one inside of the building, but the one that's outside. Well, that staircase right there that leads to that balcony, I remember there was like a bunch of enemies coming through, and I got this lucky kill with the Jackal PDW where I ran, dove over the side of the railing, spun around 360, and beamed everybody in the head by the time I hit the ground. Like, you couldn't do something like that in old school COD, and I felt like such a badass. So on one hand, I absolutely love and adore the movement in Black Ops 6, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I really do love the movement in the game, especially when you're playing like campaign or zombies. Ooh, boy. But it's those instances in Warzone and multiplayer where granted, it is because I'm just simply in a higher skill bracket, I won't lie. There's a lot of times where I tend to just sweat my butt off and go crazy, but I'm not even like utilizing all that crazy movement. I'm just good at the game. I have good aim. And I've said before how Demon Movement King really doesn't work because as long as you have good aim, you're able to just, I mean, it's not that hard. You just aim and shoot. But the thing is, even though the movement really doesn't work or whatever, it's still annoying having to run into it all the time. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I miss more and more just finding somebody, aiming for center mass or for the head, just shooting. But instead, now I'm constantly having to spin around, account for them sliding and 360ing and jumping and getting their stupid TikTok clips. It's like, what is the, like, I love, it's just, you know, it's the weird thing of where I love the movement, but I just hate how all these cringe sweat lord 12-year-olds are abusing it, man. And it really does just kind of make me miss when things are a bit more simple, even if I love the mechanics at their base value, if that makes sense. Because again, I've proven it time and time again on this channel. You can literally just go through and watch my videos. There's plenty of times where I'm going up against Demon Movement Kings and all I gotta do is aim at him and shoot him. I've won so many gunfights against people like that. So it's not even necessarily a skill issue of me complaining and just being like, oh man, I'm sick to dying to these guys, because it's not even that. It's just I'm sick of fighting these guys and just having to watch this movement take place in the first place. It's like, bro, just aim and shoot at me. Does that make sense? I know I'm probably gonna get flamed for saying that I miss MW2 2022, but I really did love that Call of Duty game. Like, it was a really, I don't care what anybody in the community says. I know there's like whatever, but in terms of like campaign, multiplayer, the side modes, like Spec Ops and, you know, all the other stuff in that year of Warzone, I really enjoyed Modern Warfare 2. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed the more tactical feel to the movement. It was just, it was a great game. I loved it and still do. And I mean, I haven't played it in a while, obviously, because Black Ops 6 has been out for a while, but, you know, once I hit like level 1000, you know, over here, and I get in that mood to go back and revisit older COD games, I cannot wait to go back and play MW2, man. But anyway, with that being said, it is time for me to get back to grinding. I'm sorry for this long-winded tangent at the end of the video, but that's just something that's kind of been on my mind, you know. I love the movement, just, ooh, it gets a little, just gets annoying going up against all these sweats all the time, man. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow where I'll hopefully have King's Ransom camo as long as everything goes according to plan. But anyway, as always, massive shout out to all the Patrons and gentlemen, to get all the low ball tier, and an even bigger shout out to all the big ball tier, my last king, and big dad Manny, and the biggest shout out to all the G tier, run events, and the cheese gold. Thank you guys so much, you guys are literal legends. I love you. Good on you, Dodoki, arigatou gozaimasu. Have an amazing day, stay beautiful. I love you all. Peace.